Welcome to my channel. This is the circuit analysis lecture video playlist. So now we are going to discuss about one nodal analysis problem or a node voltage problem. Okay, so already we solved the four problems using this nodal analysis, and some circuits already we solved in mesh analysis and super mesh analysis. We solved some of the problems. So all that videos are available in our channel. There is a separate playlist is created in the name of circuit analysis. So in that all these lecture videos are available. Okay, then if you want to learn the circuit analysis multiple choice question and answer for 1 mark, as well as the important 2 mark problems is solved in that MCQ video for each topic. So if you want to learn that topic, you learn from that playlist, or I will give link for those videos in the description box. You can refer it. Okay, so now we will see to the question. Find the current through each resistor using nodal analysis. Okay, so here this is the given circuit, the same circuit. So we may solve this circuit using mesh analysis also. Okay, but here in the question, the method is mentioning as a nodal analysis. Find the current through each resistor using nodal analysis. So we have to solve this circuit in nodal analysis. So what is the procedure in nodal analysis? First, we have to identify how many nodes. Okay, so here the current in the problem, the current direction is not given. We have to mark the current direction. Okay, so only the diagram with the voltage source value and resistance value is only given. We have to mark the branch currents. Okay, so first one, we have to identify the nodes. Okay, so how many nodes for the circuit? This is one node. Okay, node is nothing but the meeting point of 3 or more branches. Okay, here the 1 ohm resistor one end is connected. This 1 ohm resistor one end, 0.5 ohm resistor is connected. Similarly, this is one node. So here also 1, 2, 3 branches are connected. So the meeting point of 3, okay, 2 and above element, it is called as a node. And we have to consider voltage in each node is, if it is a first node, voltage in the first node you just consider as a V1. Similarly, voltage at the second node we have to consider as a V2. And here there is another one node is there, okay, in a bottom. But this node we have to take it as a reference node. Okay, so reference node means voltage in this node is always 0 volt. Okay, while writing KCL equation, one node we have to take it as a reference. That reference in reference node voltage available is 0. Okay, this is the first step. So we identified number of nodes and we given the variable v1 v2. Then the next step is to we have to mark branch current in all branches. Okay, in mesh analysis, mesh current we have to mark. Mesh current is a loop current we have to mark. But in nodal analysis, we have to mark the branch current. In each branch, what is the current flowing? You just note down. Okay. So using this 15 volt battery, so there is a current, some I1. Okay, you take the first variable I1. I1 is flowing through this 1 ohm resistor. Okay, this I1 is flowing through this entire 1 ohm resistor. And then next one, let us consider current flowing through this 1 ohm resistor as a I2. You take next variable. Similarly, current flowing through this 0.5 ohm resistor, you just take I3. So the direction of this current is your wish. Okay, then here you see here one battery is there. So always the current is emerging from the positive terminal of the battery. So that's why the current flowing through this 1 ohm resistor, you take it as a some variable I5. Okay, this is the one. Then this current, and let us consider current flowing through this 2 ohm resistor. You just take it as a I4. Okay, so in you check in all branch we marked the current or not. You just check it. Okay, before writing the KCL equation. Okay, so we marked all branch currents. Okay, then after marking the branch currents, we have to write KCL equation for each node. So here only the two node. Okay, this is node 1, node 2. For node 1, we have to write KCL equation. So for this node 1, what is KCL? KCL means for any node, the sum of incoming current is equal to sum of outgoing current. So you see for this node, which one is the incoming current? I1. Okay, current flowing through this 1 ohm resistor is a I1. I1 is a incoming. Incoming means entering current. And you see I2 and I3 direction. It is a leaving current. So sum of incoming is equal to sum of outgoing. So we can apply KCL for node 1. We can get I1 equal to I2 plus I3. Okay. So after writing KCL, we have to substitute this I1, I2, I3 value. Okay. So what is I1? Already you know, the I1 is nothing but current flowing through this 1 ohm resistor. So this 1 ohm resistor in one end, what is the voltage available? In the starting end of 1 ohm resistor, what is the voltage available? 15 volt. In the ending end of 1 ohm resistor, what is the voltage is available? V1. So the current I1 can be written as 15 minus V1 divided by 1. So 15 minus V1 divided by 1. This is I1. Okay. Similarly, I2. I2 you see current flowing through this 1 ohm resistor. So what is the starting node voltage? V1. What is the ending voltage? 0. So V1 minus 0 divided by 1. Similarly, I3. This is the I3. I3 is a current flowing through this 0.5 ohm resistor. So for 0.5 ohm resistor, one end is voltage is V1. Another end voltage is V2. So V1 minus V2 divided by I3. So V1 minus V2 divided by, sorry, not I3, resistance value 0.5. Okay, so substitute I1, I2, I3 value. Then you take LCM. Okay, so you rearrange the equation. So this is 15 minus V1 equal to V1 plus V1 by 0.5 minus V2 by 0.5. Okay, so you take LCM, then we can get the answer is 15 equal to 4 V1 minus 2 into V2. This is equation number 1. Okay, similarly, we have to apply KCL for the second node. Okay, so for second node, you see I3 is the incoming current. I4 is the outgoing current. I5 is also a incoming current. So addition of this two incoming current is equal to this outgoing current. Okay. So we can write I3 plus I5 equal to I4. Okay. Then after that, you just substitute the value of I3, I5 and I4. So what is I3? So already you know I3 is nothing but you see I3 is a current flowing through this 0.5 ohm resistor. So I3 is nothing but V1 minus V2 divided by 0.5. Okay, so V1 minus V2 divided by 0.5 is a I3. Then what is I5? I5 you see current flowing through this 1 ohm resistor. Okay, this is I5. So in 1 ohm resistor, what is the starting end voltage? This 20 volt. Okay, minus what is the ending end voltage? V2. So 20 minus V2 divided by 1. So you see I5 is 20 minus V2 divided by 1. Then what is I4? I4 you see, I4 is a current flowing through this 2 ohm resistor. V2 minus 0 divided by 2. So V2 minus 0 divided by 2. Okay. So we substituted all current value in terms of voltages. Okay. Then you just take LCM. After taking LCM, you collect V1 term, V2 term and constant term. So we can get the equation as 2V1 minus 3.5 V2 equal to minus 20. Okay. So now we got the two equations in terms of the node voltage V1 and V2. So now we are going to solve this two equation using matrix form. So you just write the equation number 1 and equation number 2 into matrix. Okay. So you know how to write, how to convert the two equations into matrix. Already you know the first equation, the coefficient for V1 4, the coefficient for V2 is minus 2. So 4 minus 2, you write. In second equation, the coefficient for V1 is 2, the coefficient for V2 is minus 3.5. So 3 minus 3.5, you write V1, V2 equal to the constant 15 and minus 20. Okay. Then after writing into matrix, you just find the determinant value. Okay. This 2 by 2 matrix determinant, you just calculate. So 4 multiplied with minus 3.5 minus of 2 multiplied with minus 2. Okay. So we can get the answer is minus 10. Similarly, next we have to calculate del V1. What is del V1? In this 2 by 2 matrix, you just replace this first column by this constant value. Okay, you replace this first column by this constant value. So 15 minus 20 remaining value as it is you write -2 minus 3.5. Then you calculate the determinant value. You multiply these two things minus of the multiplication of these two things. So we can get minus 92.5. Similarly, del V2. What is del V2? Del V2 is nothing but that is we have to replace this in this 2 by 2 matrix. You just replace the second column by this constant value. So we can get 4, 2, 15 and minus 20. So if you are calculating the determinant, we can get minus 110. Okay. After calculating del V1, del V2, we have to find the nodal voltages. Okay. So the nodal voltage V1 is nothing but del V1 divided by del. So minus 92.5 divided by minus 10. So 9.25. Similarly, V2 is calculated by del V2 by del. So minus 110 by minus 10. So the answer is 11 volt. So two node voltages calculated. Okay. What is the next thing? But the question is that find current through each resistor. Okay, current flowing through all resistor we have to calculate. So now we have to calculate I1, I2, I3, I4, I5. Okay, so according to the equation I1, what is I1? I1 is 15 minus V1 divided by 1. Okay, so you see I1 is 15 minus V1 divided by 1. So you substitute the value of V1. V1 is 9.25. So if I substituting, we can get 5.75 amps. Okay. Similarly, I2. So you calculate I2. I2 is nothing but V1 minus 0 divided by 1. Okay. So V1 by 1 by 1. So 9.25. Similarly, I3 is V1 minus V2 by 0.5. So minus 3.5 amps. Similarly, I4 is V2 by 2. It's a 5.5 amps. I5. Current flowing through the last resistor. So you see I5. I5 is a current flowing through this 1 ohm resistor. So 20 minus V2 divided by 1. So 20 minus V2 divided by, the I5. So here you see I5, we taken the direction like this. So 20 minus V2 divided by 1. Okay, so here I written V2 minus 20. So not V2 minus 20. 20 minus V2 divided by 1. So we can get plus 9 amps. Okay. So these are all the branch currents. Okay. Current flowing through various resistors. Okay. The same problem we can solve using mesh analysis also. Okay. In nodal analysis, in this we can get only 2 nodes. So we get 2 equation we solved. Okay. But if you are solving this problem in mesh analysis means, so this is the mesh 1, this is mesh 2 and mesh 3. So we have to write KVL equation. Okay, in order to solve the circuit in mesh analysis, we have to write KVL equation for each loop. Then, so that is for each loop, there are 3 KVL equation we are having now. Then by solving the 3 KVL equation, we can find the loop current I1, I2, I3. After calculating the loop current, we have to find the current flowing through each branch. Okay, that is a mesh analysis. So you may try this problem in mesh analysis also. So we can get the same answer, okay, as that of this nodal analysis problem. Okay, so thanks for watching my channel, and please subscribe my channel for more videos, and please press the bell notification button. Then only you will get a immediate notification once I am posting the video. Okay. So if you want to learn the all lecture videos for the subject circuit analysis and the MCQ videos, so in my channel, in the name of circuit analysis and circuit analysis MCQ, the 2 separate playlists is there. Please use it. Okay, so thank you. We will meet in the next video with the super node problem.